We live in a time where talking about environmental problems is no longer a future raining, but a present reality. Waste is piling up, resources are being depleted, and the planet is suffering the consequences. An unsustainable lifestyle. In the midst of situation, responsibility is no longer an option. To better understand this value, let's think about Recyclone, a superhero who doesn't fight imagining villains, but something much more dangerous, indifference. His superpower may seem simple, but it is profoundly transformative. He turns waste into a useful resource. Recyclone sees potential where others see trash. He acts where others prefer to ignore. And what makes him special is not his ability, but the way he chose to exercise it.
As we know, the decomposition of organic materials and their reuse is a fundamental process for the recycle of matter in ecosystem. It also has practical application in agriculture, waste management, and sustainability. Decomposition is normally a very natural process in which organic materials, where plants, animals, food, etc., are broken down by organisms such as bacteria and fungi. That's with we create reclams power air. The instant decomposition of any organic materials in seconds. Eco Shield, which creates a barrier of nutrients and roads to protect itself and outer microorganisms control which commands the composing bacteria and fungi. Recyclants mission into save the planet by combating organic pollution and teaching people to raise waste as a source of life. Recycling was created after a failed experiment at Recyc Center. Recycling was instead was a mixture of heat, decomposed organ waste and mutant microorganisms waste instead of becoming sick absorbed its body, transforming into recycling. Recycling helps people avoid destroying nature with eternal waste. Recycling mode is what you throw away can come back to life.
He doesn't act out of obligation nor for applause. He acts because he understands his responsibility to the environment. If something can be changed, he changes it. If something can be reduced, he transforms it not because it isn't, but because it's the right thing to do. Doing what must be done ever if no one is watching, ever if no one acknowledges it. It's acting with awareness, with intention, with commitment. It's assuming that our decisions, no matter how small they may seem, have a real impact.
Inspired by this superhero, we also want to move from words to actions. Therefore, as part of our work, we conducted a scientific experiment using our chosen value, responsibility, and recycling superhero as our guide. We decided to observe how organic waste such as food scraps, can be turned into compost. We studied how its decomposition process varies depending on the environment, whether there is light, whether there is humidity, whether it is in a closed container or outdoors. The result was not only a scientific learning experience, but also a lesson in environmental awareness. This transformation process perfectly reflects what recycling does and what we could do. It's not just about recycling objects, but about recycling ideas, customs, and habits. It's not about waiting for grand external solutions, but rather starting with small acts of personal responsibility. Separating waste, reducing unnecessary consumption, educating those around us, reducing what others will discard. These are real ways to exercise environmental responsibility in our daily lives because recycling it's not a fantasy, it's a symbol, a reminder that change begins with small but consistent decisions. And while it's true that we don't have superpowers, we do have power. The power to act, to set an example, to take care of what surrounds us. Recycling transforms waste. We can transform attitudes, and that too is a form of responsibility.
So today I invite you not only to understand this message, but to put it into practice, to recognize that true responsibility is demonstrated not with words, but with action.
Recyclone is a program that teaches people how to take care of the planet. It shows that small and easy actions like recycling can have good results for the earth.
Care for the environment. If organic waste is composted, it enriches the soil. If a school teach recycling, students learn good habits. If we use recycled paper, we could fewer trees.
If I a leader in public place, my favorite place will be dirty. If we do not separate into organic and inorganic, we will lose opportunities to conserve the environment. If we stick gum or throw warpes of the ground, we will pollution the soil.
Thank you very much.